let's dive into the picks. Little recap. Fucking H-Hand, man. We would have hit a monster 41-1 odds.
Thumbs down, bro. He's just it's inexcusable. Oh, it was such a good pick too, Keon Coleman. By the way, when I hadn't seen how he scored his touchdown, absolute dog. Yeah. There was nothing stopping him from getting into the end zone. A-Chain, learn something from that.
By the way, Keon Coleman played no snaps the first 3 drives. And then that was the first drive he played on, and he scored a touchdown.
Dog. Straight dog.
Straight dog. I want to just run through the picks. Up to now, the recap. Ursulita is 1-2. Commanders plus 7.5 we gave out last week. In this economy is 3-1. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown last week. Adriana is 1-2. Had the Browns minus 6.5. Let me ask you this. I haven't asked you. Who's the hottest woman that's ever lived at one point in time? That's why we say Adriana, because I think Adriana Lima
is up there. She's up there.
Like sure. her peak and prime was the greatest of all time. Who's your pick?
Like everything is probably gonna be either Holly or freaking Selma Hayek. They're there. Selma Hayek is the accent. Just always the accent and the friendliness always. Bro, disarming.
You're talking to someone that's pro Latina. Spanish women age the best. White girls age like milk.
Asians age the best.
So.
No, you know what? No, it was so funny. I my boy dates a white girl, and like I was like, take a picture of her today. Because tomorrow it's rolling downhill. This isn't going to get better. Like there's very, very few white girls. There's like you take a picture of them now, you take a picture of them 5 years from now, you're like, ooh, she figured some things out. It's like,
yeah, what she figured out
what
is going to
happened?
Get Botox.
What did you do in the last 3 years? But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my kind don't age well, bro. White girls is not. That's not it, man. That's not it. But before the podcast gets off the rails, maybe we'll make it a Patreon exclusive one day. Spanish up, that's for certain. Okay, so Adriana, that's the favorite play of the week. That's 1-2. The toxic one, George. You ready for this?
It's crazy.
It's 3-0, baby. We're telling you what not to bet, right? And again, it's very important because people are like, dude, good call on the Panthers. No, I didn't bet the Panthers last week. I bet them the first 2 weeks. Got stretched. It was not fun. But last week, the toxic one is, this line is very suspect. It's weird. Andy Dalton gets announced the starter, and the line moves down from 7.5 to 5.5, and it just stayed there all week. So toxic one is 3-0, and then trust me is 3-0. You guys that trust me. Anytime TD that I've been giving out on Patreon, 12 of 23 have hit, plus 1150 if you're straight betting all of them. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. I'm excited for week 4. Fellas, I feel pretty good about week 4.
There's a lot more appealing lines than there were last week. I think that it's pretty wide open. Not a crazy amount of like line shifting, but I think there are huge favorites that give me like the ick. Like I'm just like there's no way I can trust some of those numbers. But yeah, what about you, Josh? You feeling confident?
I feel pretty good. I definitely don't get the ick from the for the Jets. That one feels about right.
So what is that for you? The Jets.
That's Adrian.
So you like the Jets?
Oh yeah, 100%. 7.5, 7.5 versus the Broncos. The Jets are about to go on a hot streak, and it's interesting. We talk about my Commanders and Jaden Daniels. Give me a play. Whereas Aaron Rodgers earmuffs and everybody's earmuffing at the same time. That stuff matters, bro. It does. And the Jets are. I said before. And I know me and you talked about it offline. The Jets are about to go, so I think they're going to go to work on the Broncos. The Broncos aren't a good team.
I've been money lining them, laying juice and all that. I'm just rolling it over. I did it week 1, I lost, but I did it with the Titans. I did it with the Pats. I'm doing it again with the Broncos. They're at home. I like this spot here. The Aaron Rodgers-led Jets, George, Aaron Rodgers with extended rest, the 5th most profitable against the spread mark of 225 quarterbacks the last 20 years. He's 16-9-2 against the spread. In his career, he's 31-20-2, 61% with extended rest. Remember, they played on Thursday last week. Now they're playing Sunday against a rookie on the road against his defense. I do like the 7.5. If I had to make a play on this game, I'd probably pick that.
This is my toxic one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Here's the thing. I feel like the Jets, although an amazing team and they are starting to hum, it just feels like it takes a while for it to get going and clicking for me at times. And that's why I see what the Broncos did last week. It's kind of like an uplifting, okay, let's ride any semblance of momentum that we can and to try to defeat the great. I know that they're not going to win outright, but this is just one where I'm like, it just shouts field goal fest to me. Like, this is just going to be an old school. You see it, you're like, this number's super low. The Broncos have edge rusher that has 3 sacks right now, Jonathan Cooper. I'm waiting to see A-Rod under extreme duress. And yeah, that's my Jets take. Be careful. The 7.5 for this team to me just seems a bit much. Yeah. What's your toxic one? Since I just
yeah. No, that's a good one, man. You're a pro's pro. I think my toxic one, I think it's the Chiefs. -8 on the road against the Chargers. 70% of the tickets coming in on the Chiefs. About even-ish on the money on the Chiefs. Herbert might not be playing. But I think you're going to see Harbaugh be like, yo, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins.
Running the ball.
We're running on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down. You got to keep that fucking guy on the sideline.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, it just feels like the Chiefs are 3-0. We trust them, right? But they haven't looked good. Like, there's a lot of things. You can move the ball on them. Their defense is not as good as it was last year. And they do have the offense, right? But I just think this spot here, I would be very careful.
Defense is very
for
big.
me, that's the toxic one. Yeah. Basically, I'm not taking the Chiefs. I would only play the dog or pass kind of situation.
Yeah. My toxic one actually is the Ravens -2.5 versus the Bills at home. The Bills have actually won the last 2 of the 3 last meetings, but the Ravens need this. So I'm leaving it the hell alone.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you at all.
Yeah, I get you. And I feel like people are buying back into the hype. They saw what they did to the Cowboys last week, and it's like, no, don't. Did this line surprise you guys? And the Bills Ravens? Was this one where you saw it, you're like,
no,
I'm a fan.
Because the Bills are the talk of the town.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so you can't, you're obviously not gonna make them the outright favorite. You're not gonna make it a pick 'em either, because the Ravens are still the Ravens. But at the same time, the Ravens haven't played great. They've played okay. They've played very good in spots, but they're 1-2. Like, they need this win, and they need this win against a very good team to kind of start to establish themselves. So if they lose this one, they're 1-3. Their season starts to come under question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it. It just, the Bills have seemed like a team this year to me that is just a buzzsaw. And I feel like they should have been rewarded by at least a 1.5. I mean, the line started at 3. It's down to 2.5. Does it get down to 2 before kickoff?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I as a layman bettor, you would see a 3-0 team and you'd be like, I'm hopping on this.
Yeah.
As a dog.
Yeah.
That's my Adriana, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Elaborate.
Is the Buffalo money line.
Wow.
Yeah. I think this is a primetime game. Now there's one of two ways. Obviously, it's like the primetime game either goes Lamar's way, and this is like kind of like his push, or it's like Josh Allen has a chance here on national television for the second straight week to prove that I am him.
Really start separating.
And I just think it's an I am him type of year for him. I love them. And I also, Nick, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this. Am I allowed to pick two? There was two that I really loved.
You know what? You could, because I have two for Trust Me.
Oh,
I'm undefeated and I'm going fucking crazy.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Vikings money line. I got two dogs this week that are my favorite plays of the week.
No.
The Vikings going into Green Bay before Green Bay is even Green Bay. I love that. Okay. There's no better time to play Green Bay.
Before Green Bay turns into Green Bay. I got you.
If Jordan Love comes back, which is I haven't seen the reports, but I'm assuming they're going to give it a go with him.
Oh, George, you broke my heart.
Is Jordan Love playing?
It might be like a
Game
day
time?
before game time decision. Yeah.
I think he's still another week.
It doesn't matter if Jordan Love is playing. It doesn't matter. I love these two picks. I'm in love. I will marry these two picks.
Oh my God, dude. My Trust Me is the Packers -2.5.
Wow.
Bro,
You think you know a guy.
the line. Yo, listen to this,
Well,
right?
you're a Vikings hater based off of what we talked about earlier. So.
Yeah, there's
A little
some
bit,
bias
a little
there.
bit.
But yo,
Cool.
check this out, man. We're talking about talk of the town, right?
Yeah,
Sam Darnold, Minnesota
Yeah.
Vikings, 2-1 versus 3-0. The line was -5 for the Packers. Now it got bet down to -2.5.
Wow. That's a move.
I'm taking the Packers as my Trust Me and staying in division because I said I was going to have two. You talked before about who Seattle has played. They're going into Detroit. Detroit lost to them last year,
Yeah.
week 2
Yeah.
at home. Seattle's feeling good, undefeated. We played Tim Boyle. We played Jacoby Brissett. We played, who'd they play in week 1? Bo Nix, rookie.
Yeah, Bo
on
Nix.
the road.
Yeah. And barely won.
Barely won, right? Now you're playing Jared Goff at home. Even though Goff hasn't looked as great as he did last year, they're running fucking hook and ladders and all this shit. They have a lot of weapons. I think Detroit beats them by 3 touchdowns. My Trust Me is Detroit -3.5. That hook ain't scaring me. And then the Packers -1.5. -2.5. Sorry.
My Trust Me is you just got to simply pay the Bengals -3.5 on the road. If they can't beat the Panthers, their season is over. It's over. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So if there's a bet on the board that it's like, well, I know that one's gonna hit, it better be that one, or you got much bigger problems. So they have to win this game.
And I want to say something before. You mentioned the Bills and Ravens game as like
Mhm.
the money line. This is why, unless you have conviction like you do, like you're a bad example for this because you actually like it and you laid out a case. This will be a game I'm not betting.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to be a bar fight. I don't know how to predict it, and you don't need to bet every game.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's why there's betting and gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling is, I got to bet it because it's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Betting is, I'm going to just sit back and relax.
Now, what you would see, those kind of games, what I'll end up doing is that's when I'll start doing the parlays, and I'll start doing same game parlays and all that kind of stuff. Because then you can start to get a read like, oh, okay, Derrick Henry over 40 yards. Derrick Henry should hit over 40 yards. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff I'll bet. But I ain't betting the game.
Yeah.
I don't feel confident at all.
Yeah, out of all the weeks with the dogs, like I didn't want to go under Central because there's lots of good under plays this week too. Like the Steelers under absolutely baffles me. Like the Steelers hold people to no points. They also score no points, and I believe it's 40 is the over under, and it's like I am in love with the under on this.
Steelers who?
Colts.
Yeah, Steelers.
In Indy. That's another weird line too, man.
Yeah, that one's it should still probably go under.
As a matter of fact, I'm changing my Trust Me. I was going to go Houston -6.5 because I think the Jaguars have officially given up. All thanks to Nick's curse. You got to go to Jacksonville and figure that out, dude. Like,
Bro, they're 1-12 since I made Trevor Lawrence the thumbnail and said no one respects the Jaguars.
I remember.
He's
They're
the reason.
1-12. Sorry.
He's 100% the reason.
Oops.
You got to figure that out.
Duval is not happy with you.
I can't go there, bro.
Yeah, I loved Houston. I'm like, trusting me because I saw what Josh Allen did on Monday Night Football, just dissecting him. But I'm changing it. Like, there's just no way that TJ Watt doesn't have 3 sacks, and Anthony Richardson, touchdown to interception ratio is in the negatives right now. He's thrown 3 touchdown passes and 6 interceptions. He's bad, right? We could all agree that the one throw extended his career. He will get a contract based off that one throw he had week 1, but he's bad. I don't know how they put this at 40. This is a baffling total to me.
He's played that poorly. You feel like he's played that poorly?
I just know that when you give the other team the ball 6 times and you've only thrown 3 touchdowns, like that's just about all I need to know.
Can't turn the ball over, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick. Remember what we said about Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Remember how before in the beginning of the show we were talking about like, yo, if you're talented, people put up with your shit.
Yeah.
Hey, man. People are going to start coming out and being like the toenails, the fingernails, the crying on the sideline. You did say it. But I was defending it. I still think he does care. Like, to me, fighters cry after fights, win or loss.
Oh, yeah. Well,
like, I get it and I'm cool with it. But I'm saying now, when you're 1-2 and you're playing like shit,
remember too,
people are gonna come out and criticize you. So that's why if you want to do these antics, or if this is your thing, not antics, but if this is what you want to do, cool. But you gotta be playing well, bro.
And the biggest thing too, man, remember Chicago, bro. Like, what city am I playing in? Like, certain cities are going to let it ride because they don't live and die for this. They love their team, but certain cities live and die on their team. Chicago's one. That's definitely a city where, and then that's also a city that's never really had a quarterback. Jim McMahon, and then freaking Cutler.
Jay Cutler for like 2.5 years.
Cutler was probably the best. That was the best quarterback they'd had, truthfully. They just didn't have a defense at that time, really. And then Cutler just wasn't. Brandon Marshall would be like, he just wasn't that guy when it came down to it. But like, yeah, man, like, it's crazy because he has weapons and he is. DJ Moore looks like he is in hell.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh,
we ain't talking about that. DJ Moore look like he is in hell right now.
What about Rome Odunze? His dad putting out videos of him being open. He did the Odell shit.
Oh,
that happened.
no.
I saw someone pick that up. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
After like week 2, he put up like a compilation. Not a compilation. It was like 1 or 2 plays that his dad posted on his social media.
Like, I'm open.
Like, and it's just him being wide open in the end zone and him missing it. So yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah,
you don't want that.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Not good. I mean, Keenan Allen coming back might help them quite a bit, but yeah, we'll see. What
I don't know where I left off, but
in this economy.
Okay, in this economy for me is 49.5 Cardinals and Commanders. Okay. I like that one. I think it's going to be a shootout. The Commanders play pretty much quick and fast, and so does Arizona. I like that spot. Adriana, I don't know if I gave one out because I know I gave 2 trust me's and I gave the toxic one. Adriana, I like the Falcons -1.5. They're playing the Saints. They're in Atlanta, back-to-back home games for Atlanta. I think that is one where I think Atlanta bounces back. It's a 10 a.m. game on the West Coast, 1 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then my Ursulita is Miami -1.5. God, is that gross. It is gross, but they're playing the Titans. And to me, that's the one that I'm looking at, and I'm like, this is where maybe Miami can win this game.
That one is actually in this economy is Miami. Because I know that they have a quarterback situation, but if we can't beat the Titans with the cheetahs that we got on this team, that's how you get fired. That's how you mess around and get fired. So they've got to win that game. They're at home, 1.5. You got to win. It is what it is.
George, let's run through our plays one time for the social content and for everyone listening. What do you got?
Okay, so for my Ursulita, I'm going with the Patriots 10 plus 10.5. For Adriana, I'm going with Buffalo money line and the Vikings money line. For In This Economy, Detroit minus 3.5 on Monday Night Football. You're not going to find an easier way to make money than that. For my toxic one, avoid the Jets minus 7.5. I'm telling you, they will win, but it's going to be very ugly. And then to round it off, trust me, the Steelers-Colts game is going to go under 40.
Ursulita for me is Miami minus 1.5. Adriana for me is the Falcons minus 1.5. In This Economy is the over 49.5 in the Arizona Commanders game. The toxic one is the Chiefs minus 7.5. 2 trust me picks were 3-0. I got the Packers minus 2.5. Sorry, George. And I got the Lions minus 3.5. And since it's our show, if I go 2-0, I'm gonna claim both. But if I go 1-1 and the Lions is the one win, I'm gonna go to 4-0 on Trust Me, because that's the one that I really trust. And again, this is my show, so I'm gonna be able to do what the hell I want. Right?
That's
Lions is the one that's the top priority, but I do also really, really like the Packers. Josh.
Ursulita, I've got -2 Raiders at home. Adriana, minus 7.5, take the Jets. In This Economy, minus 1.5, Dolphins at home, getting back right. The toxic one, stay away from the Ravens, minus 2.5 at home versus the Bills. And trust me, play the Bengals with everything you got, minus 3.5.
Let's end the show. Let's build a anytime score touchdown parlay, man. Last week we got close and shit, dude.
Let me see A-Chain walking through the wind one day. I'm gonna have to say.
Let's go one each. One each. What do you got? I think I know what you have.
Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Easiest
That's
one of the
pretty
week.
good.
Okay.
That should be minus 500.
He is plus 120.
For anytime?
Anytime touchdown, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Run the ladder.
Ooh, the ladder. Ooh, dude.
Run the ladder with him, dude.
Ladder, we got plus 850 for 2 touchdowns and 3 touchdowns. We got 50 to 1. I'm in.
All right. 51, Aaron Jones.
I ran the ladder with Henry. You know what the ladder is?
Go ahead.
Basically, you get one guy to score 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You'll put maybe 1 unit, right? Say you put $100.
Okay.
Then you bet 50 on him to score 2 touchdowns.
Got it.
And then you bet 25 on him to score
3.
Yeah. So if he scores 1, you're profitable.
Yeah.
If he scores 2, you're chilling.
Yeah.
If he scores 3, rent's paid.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
that's actually
it's
good.
called a ladder. This way you just need 1 to hit and then you're climbing up the ladder. Yeah. So it's a
that's
very
dope.
popular term in the sports betting space right now. I like that one, dude. I'm going Bijan Robinson.
I like it.
1 condom play. He's minus 130, but I like it as well. Give us one.
Devin Singletary minus 105.
I love that.
Dude, I love that pick, but that's a Thursday one.
Yeah.
So give me one for Sunday.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Maybe
I was gonna
people
say
don't
because the Cowboys have surrendered 8 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Surrendered
I'm definitely laddering
the most rushing touchdowns.
If you listen to this early on, I'm with you on that. Yeah. A lot of ladders are going to be dropped this year.
DeAndre Swift plus 200 anytime touchdown. The Rams have allowed the 3rd most rushing attempts on defense in the league right now.
I like this.
Okay, and that comes out to
drum roll
plus 950.
I like that. What was it last week? I think it was like 1250.
No, last week was 41 to 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Plus 4,100 because we had Derrick Henry to score 2 touchdowns. How about this? You want to get a little spicy? Because I had this one queued up. I knew when you said before about Aaron Jones, I was like, oh, we might have to throw a nice little double dip on that one. How about this? DeAndre Swift anytime.
Yeah, I have that too.
We get Bijan Robinson anytime. And how about Aaron Jones 2 touchdowns? plus 4,600, 46 to 1 odds.
Wow.
Wait, how is it? Oh, for 2.
Yes,
okay,
two
okay,
touchdowns.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. Wow.
So we go Bijan, DeAndre Swift, and Aaron Jones to score 2 touchdowns. Hey, man, the 2 touchdowns hit for us last week.
That's crazy.
Nick, toss the Vikings money line in there because
Nah.
it's the
That's
sexiest play of the
conflicting.
week,
That's
man.
conflicting. We can't do
That's
that.
That's too much.
But
It
yo,
says-
how about this? How about
Yeah.
this? Should we go 1 touchdown for the 2 condom play, or should we go raw like Monday nights and go?
no. 2 touchdowns, Aaron Jones. Because it's any time. If it was one or the other, I'd be like, I don't know. 2 touchdowns anytime. He's gonna get in that end zone, and he's Lambo leaping.
Dude, plus 800 for him to score first.
No, don't leave that one
I
alone.
might go crazy on this one because I really do like this play. What's for him to score the first and the last touchdown? That's always like one of those weird props that you're like, what the fuck? Who ever plays this? It's got to be 101.
George.
Those are crazy, man.
Yeah, it's got to be 100.
Those are crazy. First and last,
Yeah,
55 to 1. I thought it'd be more than that.
same.
Yeah.
No value.
But yo, can
55 to 1, no value.
Can I give people some sort of free game and something to always dabble in? This is literally what I always do when I bet anytime touchdown scores. If you noticed, we picked a touchdown scorer from 3 different games, right? So it applies in this scenario. I always throw $10 on them to score the first touchdown collectively, all 3 of them, because it's separate games. It's a lot more likely, obviously, and you don't have no conflict of interest of, we're taking McLaurin and Marvin Harrison. Fuck, we're gonna end up losing that.
Someone's
Someone
not
is
going
gonna
to be
score
able
it.
to.
So the bet that we made, if you throw $10 on Bijan Robinson, Aaron Jones, and DeAndre Swift to score the first touchdown, $10, 4,300.
Whoa.
The guys that we mentioned to score anytime, you play them. I always do this, dude. If you like a guy to score a touchdown, sprinkle a little bit on them to score the first touchdown. And you bet less on it, right? So I always bet our parlay, Josh. I throw $50 on our anytime. I also straight bet them. Not for 50, but and then I always do a $10 parlay for them to score the first touchdowns. Get a little wild.
And that was Bijan,
it.
Aaron, and DeAndre Swift, right?
Yeah.
Like we said.
Aaron Jones, Bijan Robinson, and DeAndre Swift. All to score the first touchdown, plus 42400.
That's crazy.
We'll take those.
Let's
take
do it.
those odds.
Let's
It's
do it.
hitting this week.
Josh, it was fun to have you on, bro. Shouts to the Commanders. Last time I gave you a victory lap last year when they were 2-0, right?
We freaking fell
Yeah.
off the rails.
I jinxed those teams, bro.
Yeah, you ain't giving me no victory lap, baby. It's all right. Like I said, one game at a time. We got the Cardinals on Sunday. I will be in the house. I am about 15 rows back. I'm chilling with some of the people's families. So, look, we're going to – it's not going to be a shootout like George says. We're going to win 30-18. That's the score.
Wow. It's good that you're like 15 rows up. You might be able to see down and see where Kyler Murray is amongst all the men.
Yeah, I'll be able to find him.
Yeah.
I'll be able to find him.
What are you working on and where can people find you?
The American Fan 365, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Right now we're in a transitional period, but we're still grinding. Still got clips coming out. Gonna be doing some things over the next couple of weeks, next month or two. Gonna be doing the not the Jersey Jam. That's not until March, but probably gonna do something with sports moments and then also a sneaker giveaway. So gonna be doing those things over the next couple of months. Probably do the sneaker giveaway during Christmas.
Hey, man, it reminds me a lot of the transition I had to go through when I was going with podcasting. I used to film the show at my buddy's crib, and then when the show kind of split up, I started filming it in my parents' basement. Got to get it done, man.
Yeah.
You're building a fan base, no matter how big of a fan base it might be. It might be 500,000 people. It might be 5 people. You build a community out. You get free shirts sent to you because they fuck with the show. You get perks. You get to meet people. So you still got to hit your days, man. That's what I say. You hit your days. You get a Monday night late release for veterans minimum, and then you get a Thursday release. And unless some crazy shit happens, you're going to always get those So you just got to get shit done. So I fuck with that, though, because a lot of people would just fold. And
Oh, yeah. No. We're not folding. Just, recalibrating. I'll probably do something. Probably have an episode next week. We'll do something after football.
The little lives. You better be following them on IG.
Yeah. The lives have been okay. The lives have been doing pretty good. The one with Tate had like
I know
freaking 2,000 people on the live.
There's something about the Instagram live aesthetic that I'm not gonna lie, it fucking hooks me in. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like you see like the little live counter, and then even on clips and stuff,
Yeah.
like when Drewski would do his shit where he was on live with people, I was like always watching it.
I just miss my production value. My production value's gone down.
No,
I can't get my sponsors in good. It's like, Lord,
if the content's good on it, it don't matter how it looks. I've seen shit fucking podcasts that if it's great content,
yeah,
people, you're like, it's got 25,000 views. The fuck is this?
Shit, I can relate, bro. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. George, where can they find you?
We out here hustling, people. You better be following all of us. At Mr. George Carmona is where you can find me. Dallas World or Jerry's World this Saturday. Texas A&M. It'll be in the afternoon. Make sure you tune into that. And then next week, I am actually going to be going to Tennessee or Arkansas to watch the Tennessee game. And College Game Day is more than likely going to be at that game. So I'm gearing up for that. I think that warrants the level of me hiring a camera guy. I've never done it. I've always done camera shit myself, but I think I'm going to pay somebody and get some good content while I'm
100%. You definitely need it. You know what I mean? And it'll be great. And then also just capturing some of the stuff with you and Junior, like that's
make my way in the locker room afterwards.
The game versus A&M is in Dallas. It's not at Tech. It's not at
It's not in College Station. No.
Oh no!
This is the last year they're playing it at Jerry's World.
Oh,
what do you say? Oh no for? Or did you want me to go to? It would have been nice to go.
I wanted to see the 12,
but air conditioning. Big screen. Oh, it's so nice.
Have you been inside? Have you been inside? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Nick, you've been there? Giants fan? You went to a
Cowboys
game?
No,
Nick,
I've never been to Texas.
I was
really
or California.
Bro, how?
California, we got to change.
Bro, we're 5 minutes from California, bro.
Yeah, in comparison. I just never...
So you haven't been to SoFi or any of those yet?
Nah. I'm gonna by the end of the year.
Oh, come on. All right, we'll pick a game.
You got to take Darce to the beach.
We'll pick a game.
Dude, I've been to Jacksonville Stadium. How's that?
Yeah, how that happened? I don't know.
I went to the Super Bowl when the Eagles and Pats played.
Oh, that's right. When you were going to Super Bowls every year.
It was so shitty that they had to bring cruise ships.
I remember that.
So shout out to Duval, man. Not only did I dump on you for hosting the Super Bowl, I also cursed your team. So Duval County represent.
Shad Khan is coming for you.
All things veterans minimum or at veterans minimum, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.
In his element, I'm a gold medalist, bronze like your medal is. So many deer in headlights, but it's bedtime. Hear that supper bell, main course be the venison. Dab, most dangerous game. Either kill or be